Michael, Wisdom 369 speaks. Before we get into this video, though, I'm going to need you to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't pay attention to the man. Pay attention to the message that I have to give. And maybe you'll be able to rise to shine, baby. Now, I'm pretty much speaking on becoming him. Now, who is him? What is him? That's a good question, right? Who I am talking about today, man, is the man who can walk into a room and change the whole ambiance, the whole atmosphere by just being in the present, just presenting himself anywhere that he goes. The man who has the power to influence. He has the power to influence the negativity to come out of you, or the influence to uplift the good in you. Regardless of the fact, the man can move you. He can make you feel some type of way. The man who has a vision not only has a vision, but is acting upon the vision, whether you see it or not. The man who has experience, the man who understands himself, the man who's not controlled by his lusts or any devices, the man who can sit there, do nothing, and still strike a nerve, still inflame somebody's spirit to rise to the occasion by just being. Yeah, I'm talking about that man. The man who has all the confidence in the world, very assertive, very dominant. And I'm not talking about domineering or demanding people to do anything, forcing people to do anything. No, that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the man who has the G in him. The man who is akin to having the Spirit of Christ in him. The Almighty God, the Most High, Allah, Buddha, whatever divinity that individuals represent. I'm talking about that man who has that in him. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And if you are him, then this video is for you. And if you are trying to be him, then yes, this video is for you. It says in the Bible that we are created in the image of God. So why don't we walk around as if we are God? Not saying in a literal sense that, hey, I am the almighty, most high God. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is this. If God is within me and I'm made in his likeness, in his image, then I must have some sense of power, some sense of authority, some sense of rulership when it comes to me and my life. Right? So why not walk that way? Why not talk that way? Yeah. You know, every day we got to strive on becoming that man if we are not that man. We got to be willing to take control of our lives. Some do it better than most. Some realities show it better than others. Kudos to that man. Salutes. It's a lot to learn from him. But to the man that is striving to become, you are just as important because you are displaying the characteristics of that man that is in the likeness of God, the Most High, the best one. You assertive, you're handling your business, you're bridging the gap between that vision and putting in the effort, executing what needs to be executed to bring the reality or to bring it to fruition, a life worthy of living, a life worthy of the next man to say, you know what, that dude is honorable. Yeah, being him. It's a brother named Immortal Soul that I like to listen to on here. And I enjoy his content. Y'all go visit that brother page and he'll break this down probably a whole lot better than me. But at the end of the day, us being able to, you know, do what we do as men or women and have confidence in what we are doing and taking on that authority and having purpose and being intentional in the things that we do to, like I said, bring things into fruition, then we'll be better off. And we ain't gotta act like we that man. Nah. Because our authenticity, our real selves is in motion. We ain't really got to talk about it. Or they don't really have to talk about it because guess what? Their words isn't aligned with their actions. And they don't get no better than that. And for the individual whose reality doesn't look like the individual whose reality is all the expensive cars, all the beautiful women, the big houses. If their reality is not like theirs, then they're on their way to it. Why? Because they put in the effort, man. They putting in the work. They doing what they need to do to reach this, to reach a certain status. Although this status and all this materialistic stuff up here really doesn't mean nothing. But within this world, though, coming from down here and thriving to have such a life, and this individual down here is putting in the work, slowly stepping up these stairs, up this mountain to reach this realm, then that man can be considered him. Because it takes a lot to get up this way, up here. He's utilizing probably this, he's pretty much utilizing the same characteristics that these individuals up here utilize on a daily. It's just only a matter of time before this individual is up here too. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and everything else comes with it. Financially, all that. But it takes a lot if an individual who is not stepping on toes, ruthless, scandalous about his way of approaching to get up here, then the dude down here who's got good character, who's kind, who's thoughtful, who is, you know, have integrity. Hey, it is what it is. He's still him. It may take longer than some, but know this, every step of the way, an individual who is climbing, who is ascending, accelerating, leveling up, the process that he's going through and the learning curves that he or she is taking on to be him, then man, look, it needs to be applauded, saluted. A lot of people ain't gonna get this message, and that's okay. But as long as you are in the tune and have a learning curve, the scene is planted. I'm on my journey myself. So I welcome y'all to continue on doing what you're doing, making the best of your day, being full of confidence. Know and feel that you can do anything that you put your mind to. You know what to do. You know what you need to do to rise, to step up, to elevate, to level up. So decide. You want to be him? Or you want to be a mediocre like the majority of individuals that's pushing around, acting like him? Yeah. But y'all stay tuned for the next video that's coming. And remember this. Accept, adapt, accelerate on that bullshit. And get on your 5 Ds. Desire, drive, dedication, determination, and discipline. You will thank yourself. And remember this. Rise to shine, baby.